Hi everyone, good morning. We are here again with a new lesson. Every drop counts. Class 5, AVS, Chapter 6. Please watch the picture. It's Cut Scissor of Jaisalmer. You just watch how it is. Just half a minute. Take half a minute. Then later on we will learn what is the reason for it to be called as Ncert of Jaisalmer? Long, long ago, the picture that you have seen is the picture of Ncert. Sar means lake. King Khadsi of Jaisalmer got it made 650 years ago with the help of the people. All around the lake there are ghats with steps leading to the water, decorated verandas, large halls, rooms, and much more. People came here to celebrate festivals and for programs of music and dance. Children came to study in the school on the ghat. The talab belonged to everyone and everyone took care to keep it clean. Rainwater collected in this lake spread over many miles. It was made in such a way that when the lake was full, the extra water flowed into another lake at a lower level. When that too filled up, the extra water flowed into the next lake. This way all 9 lakes filled up. This rainwater could be used throughout the year. Today, Khatsisar is no more in use. Many new buildings and colonies have come up in between those 9 lakes. Now the water does not get collected in these lakes. Rainwater just flows away and is wasted. Look at the picture. His Abur Raja Alberni. Abur Raja Alberni. We shall learn about him in the next slide. And look at the stamp released on his name. The Afghan Post released the stamp 10 AFS, means their currency. And it is the 1000th anniversary of Albany. Let's study about him. Through the eyes of Albany. That means when Albany visited India, he said many things. He spoke many things about the things that he observed. More than 1,000 years ago, a traveler came to India. His name was Albany. The place that he came from is now called Uzbekistan. Albany carefully observed and noted down the details of all that he saw. He wrote specially about those things that he found very different from his own country. Here is a part of what he wrote about the ponds of that time. The people here are very skilled at making ponds. My countrymen would be surprised to see them. They pile up huge rocks and join them with iron rods to build chabutras. Chabutras means the raised platforms all around the lake. Between these, there are rows of long staircases going up and down. The steps for going up and coming down are separate, so there is less crowding. Today, when we study history, we can learn a lot about those days from the writings of Albany. The stamp came out in 1973, 1000 years after his birth. What a great person he is, great personality. We need to read his writings also. Now we learnt about Albany. He came from Uzbekistan, isn't it? Now here in the two pictures you can find out Uzbekistan, and also you need to locate that in your map. taking the help of the school atlas. This is the world map, and here you can locate the Uzbekistan. Learn. You have to learn everything. Whatever you watch, you need to learn. Drop by drop. Besides Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan get very little rainfall. Here it rains for only a few days in the entire year. Sometimes not even that much. The rivers here do not have water all round the year. And yet, most of the villages in these areas did not have a shortage of water. People knew that every drop of water was precious. Lakes and johars. Johars means rainwater storage tank were made to collect water. Water was everyone's need. One and all came together in this work, be it a businessman or a laborer. Some water from the lake soaked into the ground and reached the wells and the bavdis. Bavdis means temples. The soil of this area also became wet and fertile. Every house had a system to collect the rainwater. I, I hope we are all doing it. We are doing it. And we need to encourage our neighbors also to do it. At first, they might be some they will not listen to us, but when we try to explain to them, everyone will search methods to store the rainwater. Look at the picture. His Abur Raja Alberni. Abur Raja Alberni. We shall learn about him in the next slide. And look at the stamp released on his name. The Afghan Post released the stamp 10 AFS, means their currency. And it is the 1000th. Have you ever seen a step well? Look at the picture. Can you imagine by looking at the picture that the steps go down several stories deep? Instead of drawing the water up from the well, the people could go down the steps and reach the water. That is why they are called steppes. Long ago, people used to make long journeys with the caravans of animals and goats. People felt it was a good thing to give water to thirsty travelers. Thus, they built many beautiful steppes. Piau, piau. Mashak means leather bag. They used to fill in these and use it. Customs related to water. Even today, people get water from very old lakes, dharas, steppes, and nalas. Many customs and festivals are related to water. At some places, whenever lakes get filled up with rainwater, the people gather around the lake to celebrate. And in Uttarakhand, the bride, after getting married, she comes home to the new village and she goes to the spring or the pond. In cities, we can see an interesting form of this custom. The new bride worships the tap in her home. Can we even imagine life without water? And this is the water well. You can just go through all the details. See, unique identification number. This is the main thing. If we type this and the name, we will get a bell. Now online, everything is online, isn't it? Then the days from billing date, billing period, month billed, water consumed within the billing date, how much water we consumed, amount to be paid after due date with additional 5% as penalty, 1 working day after due date. That means why should we pay more money? Let us be alert and pay it. Now everything is online, isn't it? This is only a sample. Now you have seen the water bill, isn't it? From which office has this bill come? Do you get a water bill at home? Find out from where it is sent. Why do you think Delhi Sarkar is written under Delhi board when given in Delhi? In Telangana means It's in the name of Telangana. Like that, each state has its own bill. Then you need to find out in whose name is the bill, how much money do they have to pay for each month. Do you have to pay for water? How much? Is the rate of water different in different colonies? Now, all of you will be having the water bill. Now, every month they are coming and collecting. But what we can do is we can just pay it once for all, once in a year, online, online payment. It can be done. There are some groups that work hard to bring water to the people of different areas. They ask the elders about the water arrangement in their times. They rebuild the old lakes and johars and also build new ones. Let's see how the group called Tarun Bharat Sangh helped Dharki Mai. Dharki Mai, this is the story of Dharki Mai. She lives in a village in the Alwar district of Rajasthan. The women of the village used to spend the entire day looking after their home and animals. Sometimes it took them all night to pull the water from the well for the animals. In the summer, when the wells dried up, they had to leave the village. Dharki Mai heard about this group and asked for help. Together, the people from the group and the village decided to make a lake. The problem of food and water for animals is now less. People get more milk. They have started earning more from the work. Char Gaon Ki Katha. You also can go through, children. Khadan Johar during rainy season. Look at the rocky land, surface runoff. Khadan. That means seepage. Khadan Ban. Saline area, shallow, tank well. A chohad, also known as a pokhar or a percolation pond, is a community-owned traditional harvested rainwater storage wetland, principally used for effectively harnessing water resources in the states of Haryana, Rajasthan, Punjab, and western Uttar Pradesh of North India, that collects and stores water throughout the year to be used for the purpose of recharging the groundwater in the nearby water wells, baby humans and cattle. Some johads also have bricked or stony masonry and cemented cart. What have you learnt? Make a poster. Do you remember the slogan? Water on earth is for one and all. Think of some other such slogans. Draw pictures and make a nice poster. Bring a water bill, look at it and tell this is the bill. Water bill. The bill is from dash date to dash date. How much money is to be paid for this bill? What else can you see in the bill, like the money spent or on repair, maintenance, etc.? Customs related to water. Even now you have seen the water bill, isn't it? From which office has this bill come? Do you get a water bill at home? Find out from where it is sent. Why do you think Delhi Sarkar is written under Delhi board when given in Delhi? In Telangana means it's in the name of Telangana. Like that, each state has its own bill. Then you need to find out in whose name is the bill, how much money do they have to pay for each month. Do you have to pay for water? How much? Is the rate of water different? It can be done. There are some groups that work hard to bring water to the people of different areas. They ask the elders about the water arrangement in their times. They rebuild the old lakes and johars and also build new ones. Let's see how the group called Tarun Bharat Sangh helped Dharki Mai. Dharki Mai, this is the story of Dharki Mai. She lives in a village in the Alwar district. Choose any four sources of water from the given pool: lake, pond, step well, playground, sea, water, tap, school, well, rain, hand pump, buildings. Look at the picture. His Abur Raja Alberni. Abur Raja Alberni. We shall learn about him in the next slide. And look at the stamp released on his name. The Afghan Post released the stamp 10 AFS. means their currency. Take the correct answer. How many interconnected lakes were there in the Gurdsasar Lake? 5 or 6 or 8 or 9? Bhavdi is another name for pond, stepwell, lake, river. Which festival is related to water? Kumbh Mela, Baisakhi, Eid, Diwali. Who built Gurdsasar Lake? King Madho Singh, Jai Singh, Ghadsi, none of the above. It's very, very, very simple, children. You can finish writing. Now, you have seen the water bill, isn't it? From which office has this bill come? Do you get a water bill at home? Find out from where it is sent. Why do you think Delhi Sarkar is written? Bye bye. Have a great day.